Now I'm going to give you 10 quick tests that I use once I've got a candidate that I'm interested in doing some of these different strategies on, that I want them to at least show up on these tests, if not pass them. And I have about 15 more minutes, so I'm going to run through these tests quickly. If you have any sort of questions about these tests, I am going to give you my email address. In fact, I'm going to do that right now, and you can write me personally about these tests. I'm at aj@tradingtrainer.com. Don't get those mixed up, because I'm not at aj@trainer trading. I'm a trading trainer, TradingTrainer.com, aj@tradingtrainer.com. I'm going to run through these really quick. Number one, let's make sure that the Bollinger Bands on a 20-day are not compressing. We want to make sure that they're going nice and consistently across. Compressing usually means that we're going to get an unexpected movement in the not too distant and that's not what we want for this strategy. Bollinger Bands are not compressing. And on the same vein, I like to throw onto my charts the 5-day exponential moving average, the 10-day exponential moving average, and the 20-day exponential moving average. And I want to make sure they're not converging. Same reason. Looking at the same quality from two different aspects. Also, I like to switch over and look at candlesticks because they're really no-brainers to look at. And I like to count them, since the body, not the wick, but the body inside those 20-day Bollinger Bands is a large number. Again, I don't want to have any unexpected movements while I'm using this strategy. Candlestick bodies inside the Bollinger Bands. I actually like to be able to count back greater than 20 since I've been outside of the Bollinger Bands. The bodies, not the wicks. Let me stop right there. How many with show of hands are taking good notes right now? Excellent. Excellent. I see somebody on these with their hand up named Snoopy Dog. How exciting is that? I have the real Snoopy Dog on the phone with me. Number 4, I like to look at just the naked chart. So in other words, no volume, no anything else besides either candlestick, or I even like to go to open, high, low, close bars. And I like to characterize that just very quickly, not really staring at it, but looking at the naked chart. The best type of pattern I'm looking for, and I'm looking at 6-month daily charts, is a sideways mover. So if I've been going sideways mover, sideways channeling is what I call it. The 5th test that I like to apply is I like to look for clear support and resistance. Let's actually look at a chart. Let's find one that we can pull up here. I'm actually going to open up I'll log in using my Internet Explorer here. I'm just going to use the charting that's built into assuming my fat fingers can type in my password. There we go. Use the charting that's built into just our learning community, but you can use any charting you want for this type of exercise. So we'll pull up a chart and take a look here. And I'm going to give you, again, you could use any charting package that you want to take a look at these components. Oh, exciting. I just got a message from Dan that I actually have an hour and 15 minutes. My representative that was planning this for me told me 45 minutes. So bonus, I'll spend a little bit of extra time with you. Take a look at Apple here. That's at the top of my list, and Apple's been going sideways since about the end of March. Let's see if we can't find one that's a little bit more sideways. I'm just going through my favorite watch list here. Like Boeing. Boeing's got, if I were to just look at this naked chart, let's put it up on the candlestick so you can see it very nicely. We seem to have some sort of level of support and some sort of level of resistance. And I'm just eyeballing this. Again, I don't want to create something completely difficult for you here. With support and resistance, I'd like the levels to be tested more than once or twice. How about Bed Bath & Beyond? Bed Bath & Beyond looks like it tested the level at $40 1, 2, 3 times. Tested the level at $38 1, 2 times. It looks like it's playing around that level right now. Maybe Bed Bath & Beyond would be a nice candidate. Just going to click through a couple other ones here. See if I can, and here I'm using my naked chart analysis. Wow, Caterpillar, that's been going sideways for quite some time. It just recently, for the last 5 days, popped out of that zone, although it looks like it's falling right back into that zone. Maybe Caterpillar might be one to look for. So support and resistance clearly being tested multiple times. And again, these are tests that I want you to be able to use very quickly. In my mind, I call myself a lazy trader. And the reason why I call myself a lazy trader is because I try to get the most amount of profit for the least amount of resources, meaning dollars, the least amount of my work and time, because I have a lot more fun things to do than sit in front of a computer, especially on beautiful days like it is today, right? So I'm trying to give you things that you can evaluate quickly. Number 6, I like to look at fractal patterns. Just very quickly, fractal patterns means, do I see the same pattern not only on the 6-month daily, but do I also see it on the 2-year weekly? And do I also see it on the 10-year monthly? In fact, I could even go the other direction. Do I see it on the 30-minute, like weekly? So let's take a look at some of those. Just with Caterpillar, why not? Let's take a look at the weekly chart and go out to 2 years. Am I still seeing the same sort of sideways movement? Ideally, the answer would be yes. Looking at monthly 10 years, well, Caterpillar still seems to move sideways on the monthly 10 years between about $80 and $110. So again, is this a stock that tends to get stuck into sideways channels? Has it been doing that for the last 10 years? Has it been doing it for the last 2 years? Just like with people, how they do anything is how they do everything, right?